Hello, welcome back to another Stonksy video. Today we're going to be looking at a clip from one of the streams this week, which will cover some question and answers on the stream from the live stream viewers. Some people are asking how Stonksy works and questions around that, so I thought it'd make a nice little video to put forward to the channel. Also, we're going to be looking at exactly how Stonksy works, what's in the makeup of it, what you get when you sign up for Stonksy, and of course looking at the package that we are currently running at the time of recording on how you can try Stonksy for 20% off. So enjoy the video. Do make sure you drop a big thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you're not. And make sure you click the links in the description. If you do want to trade anything under a non-KYC account, you'll find the BLOFIN link in the description. And also, of course, the Stonksy link with the discount code as well to receive that 20% off. And come and try us for a month and obviously see what all the hype is about regarding our trading bots. So enjoy the video and I'll see you in the next one. Right, so yeah, let's cover exactly what Stonksy is. I'll obviously answer these questions in the chat as well. What I'll do is I'll just pull this up, because this is very handy to use as well. If you are, wondering if you can read more about Stonksy, obviously there's plenty of videos on the YouTube channel, but we do also have a medium that you can find on the website here, which explains everything and gives a good explanation of what everything does. First question is from Gongsy. Can you go over the bullish and bearish arrows, please, and the best time frames to use it with? Yes, so bullish, bearish arrows, they're just additional. Obviously, we have the background color change, which highlights obviously short and long opportunities in the market. The arrows are additional confirmations that Stonksy looks for. Now, something that I have been looking at is, so to cover what settings I use for these, I'll show you. Let me go on the settings. So I use sensitivity 8, confirmation period 1. Now, something that I have been looking at is just how well the arrows perform on the 5-minute, and we can pull up the 6-minute chart as well. I'll pull up the 6-minute chart in a second. When you get a background color change on the 5-minute, when you get an arrow confirmation soon after, obviously of the same color, the moves seem to be extremely well and trade very, very nicely into obviously whatever direction, whether it's going up or down. Just scrolling back so you can get an idea of what I'm looking at. But as you can see for yourself, most of the time, obviously when we get these come in, not going to hit every time, of course, but what you're looking for is background color change and then arrow soon after. Especially on these big volatile moves, as you'll have seen, big volatile moves, it catches them very nicely. You will get periods of chop like this, but again, volatile move caught perfectly with the double confirmation. Big volatile move to the upside caught perfectly with a double confirmation. So that is something that I've been looking at. Again, Dean has said the 6-minute chart is very nice for it as well with the same settings. So as you can see here again, just this week here, we did go up a little bit, but then dropped all the way down. Here again, got the confirmation in. We did get a little drop there. That was where, what was that? Oh no, I don't know. That was probably just normal price action, but oh no, that was a bit of news that I can't remember what it was. What was that bit of news there? I think that was the tariffs that China put on the US, I think. But anyway, yeah, drop down and then obviously a big pump up after the double confirmation. Again, here, another one there, another one here, another one here. So, yeah, 5-6 minute charts seem to be working absolutely lovely for both of them. So that's something that I really like to use the arrows for, is confirmation alongside the background color change. Would I ignore the print without a background change? It just depends. It just depends. I mean, I've been solely looking at I like the double confirmation, so you could ignore it if you wanted to, yeah, if you wanted to. But yeah, I've been finding the double confirmation really nice. Adam Russell says, how much pound would it take in the bot to pay for itself going by history? So I can actually give you some handy information on this. So for the high frequency bot, I'll tell you that it did a total P&L gain after 1 month of testing of plus 30.84% based on a spot trading strategy. Max drawdown was 5.81% across 28 trades with a profit factor of 2.715. So what does that mean? That meant that for every $1 that the bot lost, it earns 2.71. So if you want to pull that out as a net gain of 1.71. So that is the high frequency one. Now we do have a low frequency one. So if you were looking at that, Obviously, if you were just using the smart settings as well and wasn't altering the leverage or margin in each trade in the traditional settings like a lot of people do, if you're just using the smart settings, you could expect to see obviously a gain of like this month over month. Now, low frequency bot is getting changed up soon, so there's not really much point in covering this. I don't think Dean's working on changing this strategy up for something else, but this had a 10% gain over 1 month for testing when factoring in 3x leverage, so roughly 1% per day, approximately 30% over the month. But this takes a lot less trades, so yeah, the high frequency bot, more trades. So yeah, that's your answer to that question. Obviously, if you were to, if you wanted to put, whatever in, obviously, each month isn't going to be exactly the same because obviously price action differs month over month, doesn't it? But in terms of looking at the high frequency one mainly, because like I mentioned, the low frequency one is going to get changed up. Yeah, roughly 30% ROI per month on the testing. And you can find this if you want to have a read of this, Adam. Yeah, just click on the Stonksy website, go on the Medium, and yeah, you can have a full read through this on the high frequency one. Any other strategies, or if we change up when we change up the low frequency bot, we'll have another article posted on that as well. So you can always have a read up and catch up. And SMFC, sometimes he's around in the comment section of the streams, but when you join Stonksy, he's always around to answer any questions and stuff in the Discord regarding the bots. Yeah, no worries. Big thank you for the questions. So I'll just have a little run through on exactly what Stonksy is. So Stonksy is obviously made up of several working parts. The indicator itself made up of the red and green background, which show long and short opportunities in the market. Obviously tied in with the arrow confirmations that we've just covered. We also do have automated SR lines. Now all this can be sorted in the settings. So you got minor SR and major SR. These are obviously different. So you see different, obviously thickness on the lines, different opacities. These all mean different things, and you can obviously customize them if you want to and turn some off or turn some on. If you didn't want, say, the minor levels on and you just wanted the major, you can turn them off and just have the major ones on. You can do all sorts. Also, we do have high time frame to monitor. Alternative time frame to monitor. So this works with providing a different outlook on the background color change, but for something else. So I'd say go to the 1 hour chart. So we're looking at the 1 hour chart. We'll then go on the settings. I'll turn this on and we'll choose the 5 minute. You can then see, obviously you can adjust the sensitivity of it, but you can then see what the background is doing on a different time frame than you're viewing. So we're viewing the 1 hour, but it's showing what the Stonksy is doing on the 5 minute chart. That's very handy to have as well. And then obviously we do have the bullish and bearish hours. Like I covered at first, I personally use sensitivity 8, confirmation period 1. You can turn them on and off as well if you want to. But yeah, it's fully customized. Obviously, the other component to Stonksy is the oscillator. Now, this will be getting a rework as well into, an upgrade. So we'll be upgrading the oscillator at some point. It is on the development roadmap. But again, obviously shows momentum in the market. You can use it to look at, potentially where momentum is subsiding and maybe when things are leveling off to the upside or downside, or, strength of momentum. Obviously, when this started curving up, we started getting curvature on the oscillator as Bitcoin started to recover a bit, and then bang, obviously to the upside. Same for the downside. So yeah, that's the oscillator. But yeah, like I said, we're getting a nice rework and getting a nice upgrade. So that's obviously everything for the indicator itself. So that's obviously ran through TradingView. Apart from that, obviously you get full access to the Discord server while you're a Stonksy member. So yeah, it's a private Discord only for Stonksy users. And then of course you get whitelisted for the trading bots. So currently we have 2 on BLOFIN. We do have free reign to run as many bots as we want. Currently we're running 2, and we can change up the strategies like we have. But yeah, currently running a high frequency one and a low frequency one. And yeah, we can, we could have more. We could have 3, 4, 5 running at one time. We can change them up so you don't have to go on and do anything yourself. We can take one strategy off one and put a different one on. But where do we run them? So we run them on BLOFIN and we run them through copy trade. So it's a closed copy trade like the Discord. It's only for users. So we take your BLOFIN user ID number and whitelist you. And then obviously then you get access, and then you go through the copy trade on BLOFIN and you follow it. Obviously put a certain amount in. You can either use the smart settings, which takes a dedicated portion of the margin you put in the copy trade account and then applies 3x leverage, or you can use traditional, so you can put however much USDT you want filling in each order and change up the leverage as well. The choice is yours. But yeah, we run them through copy trading, so it's completely autonomous. The bot will communicate to the BLOFIN copy trade, and then that will automatically open and close trades on behalf of users. Once you've got it set up, you don't have to do anything. And that is all part of the package. Now with that, it's included in also Doesn't matter whether you use, you're on a monthly, annual, or lifetime. You get access to everything, and you also get it with the bot 20 discount as well. So if you do want to come and try Stonksy, if you've been looking, or maybe this is your first time watching and you want to give it a go, can get 20% off your first month and being a first time user. So that link is in the description alongside the discount code. Yeah, just apply it at checkout and that'll take 20% off this month for your first month. And there is no contract or, plan or anything. It's just on a month by month rolling basis. Can also pay in crypto, just drop us an email. And that is pretty much Stonksy in a nutshell. For anyone that wasn't, aware of what it was, or maybe it's your first time here, hopefully that gave you a nice little intro and I told you exactly what it is.